Okay, I hope that you guys had a great weekend, and I'm looking forward to doing our first video. So today, while I'm out, you guys are going to be watching a PowerPoint about problem solving. And as you watch PowerPoint, it'd be very important that you take notes because you are responsible for knowing the 7 steps to problem solving. So here we go. Today's objective, you're going to be able to list and explain the 7 steps in problem solving. So that's what we're most interested in you guys learning today. You're going to see that there are different approaches to problem solving depending on the problem that you're dealing with and the people that are involved in the problem. You guys have been working with these projects, and you've come across several different types of problems as you've worked with Photoshop. Hello, all of you guys doing Google SketchUp. Lots of problems there, all kinds of different things that are taking place. So there's all kinds of approaches on how you deal with problems, but we're going to look at the traditional approach. This is basically like your textbook version of how to deal with problems. Okay. First of all, here's the definition for what a problem is. A problem is when there is a difference between what is actually happening and what the individual or group wants to be happening. Think about that for a minute. The difference between what is actually happening and what you want to be happening, that's what we would call a problem. So, problem solving is the process of determining a solution and taking action in order to meet goals. Okay, so we're going to solve a problem by taking action in order to meet the goals, your solution. So there are a few mistakes that people make in problem solving, and one is the problem's not well defined, or that you might even deny that there is a problem. Well, if you deny that there is a problem, then obviously you don't recognize the problem, so that's a huge mistake. Sometimes the goals and objectives aren't clearly defined, like the steps for what you're going to do to go through in order to solve your problem. So when that happens, you don't really know how to get started, or maybe you get stuck in the middle somewhere in solving a problem. Sometimes we let opinions, emotions, and what we think about a situation interfere with how we think about a problem. It's called objective thinking. When we think about it in such a way that we don't let our feelings get involved in the process. And then sometimes individuals or group members jump to conclusions. I'm sure you've probably been in a situation where you've disagreed or don't understand where somebody else is coming from. And when that happens, sometimes we jump to conclusions and we don't end up solving our problems. We end up with just a bigger mess. And then sometimes individuals or groups are afraid to make mistakes, so they don't really do anything. And I noticed that with some of you guys. You want things to be perfect from the get-go, and you get stressed out when things don't go your way. It's okay. You need to be risk takers. That's what this class is all about. That's what life is all about. Take risks sometimes. It's okay. That's the steps. That's where we got to get started when we're trying to solve problems. All right, so here's some skills that are needed in effective problem solving. First of all, you got to recognize that there is a problem. If you don't recognize the problem, then you don't know that there's one that needs to be solved. Then you need to clearly define your goals and your objectives. How are you going to go about solving the problem? Once you do that, you need to gather all the information possible to reach a solution. Do research. Talk to people. Look up things on the internet. Hello, Google, right? Okay. Be open-minded toward possible solutions and offers of others. Be willing to listen to your teammates or to your partner and discuss how you're going to reach your problem, your solution to your problem. Carefully evaluate the information in accepting or rejecting solutions. So you don't need to just say, oh yeah, that's a great idea, let's go for it. No, you need to think about it, analyze it. Okay? Work with others to solve problems. Work with your classmates, or when it's your job in the future, work with your people that you work with, your teachers, whoever it is that you're dealing with the issues. Okay, be willing to work with others. Accept the fact that you're going to make mistakes. It's not that you may, like this the PowerPoint says. It is you will make mistakes. Accept that. But guess what? We all learn from our mistakes. I always like to say, when Thomas Edison was building the light bulb or trying to come up with the things for the light bulb, he made 1,000 mistakes before he got it right. It's okay to make mistakes. And then lastly, avoid jumping to unwarranted conclusions. Be flexible. Don't just jump to conclusions about things, okay? Be flexible. It's very, very important. Those are the skills that you need in order to be an effective problem solver. So here's your 7 steps. This is what you need to know. This is what you might want to write down, guys. Number 1, recognize the problem. Number 2, define the problem. What is the problem? Number 3, determine possible solutions. Write them down. Talk about them. What are possible solutions to the problem? Number 4, determine factors to evaluate your solutions. Okay, what are the things that are going to, looking at our solutions, how do we know that they are going to work or that they're possible to work? Then number 5, test your solutions. Test each possible solution. Walk through the steps, test them out, see if they actually do work. And then number 6, select a workable solution. From number 5, which ones worked, and number 6, select one, and then number 7, carry out your solutions. So guys, those are the 7 steps to problem solving. Now what you're going to be getting is a scenario where you're going to choose your scenario, a problem, and you're actually going to go through each of these 7 steps in order to effectively solve the problem. Pay attention to your guidelines, to your worksheet that you get, and I wish you guys the best of luck. Make sure you know these 7 steps because it's very, very important that you do. See you guys later.